having me today in your office.
Oh, thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. First of all, congratulations for re-election for Arlington City again.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we start.
Yes. Age our diversity in a way that shows it as a source of our strength, not something that divides us.
Okay.
So we created advisory councils for Blacks, Latinos, Asians, Muslims, Jewish, women, all kinds of different advisory councils to learn what it's like in those parts of the community. I am a 63-year-old white heterosexual Christian man. That's where I get my perspective. I don't know what it's like to be a woman. I don't know what it's like to be Muslim. So I need to learn from those who do. And when I bring those who know what it's like, they are able to give me a new perspective and help me lead the city better.
That's right. Thank you. And you are a great guy.
Thank you.
I know. That's why you re-elect twice. So you respect all the religions, you respect all the people here, and everybody loves you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
We move to the second question. You have, that's just I'm telling you, you have a lot of supporters. What do you think makes voters choose you again and again?
My understanding of how important relationships are.
Yeah.
As a businessman, I believe that it doesn't matter if you're the best at what you do. If you don't know how to build and nurture relationships, your business will never flourish.
Exactly.
So the relationships with your God, with your family, with your friends and your community mean the world. And I hold relationships with people in very high regard. And I think that's what God has intended us to do.
That's so smart. So the question is, I think so, is everybody need to question the city of Arlington. We have always construction on the street.
Yeah.
So one of me, I am always like, I have a problem with my cars. My cars is old. So the construction is keep too long.
Yeah.
So how we can, because the people always like complain about damage the car or the dust, the kids, they can't play around. So how we can make it easier for the people.
Yeah.
So at least like, sorry for interrupt you, we can like make it, my friend, she suggests, she said, why they don't start at night, at least warning the people they don't get annoying from the construction.
Yeah, it's easier said than done. Getting a workforce to work through the nights is more difficult than getting a workforce to work through the day. And often it causes tremendous expense and everything else associated with that. So there are numerous sites that work all night on that. So it's tough because we have to continuously upgrade our roads. They're always getting worn down, and the weather and the traffic and everything like that. It's a tough process to look and balance doing that. And often when we try to bring in people in different hours, it's more difficult. Getting that type of manpower to work through the nights is always more difficult than getting the manpower.
That's right, but you know, it takes too long, like almost 2 years each city or each street, and make the people damage the cars, the home. It's very difficult. When I came right now, it's very difficult to get out from my street.
Yeah.
So
it does seem like it takes forever, and every project is different. You know, the reality of it is the people who develop the roadways, who build the roadways, they don't make money if they go longer. They don't make more money because they get paid by the project, not by the day or the hour or anything like that. So you know, they have a financial incentive to finish it quicker. They desire to finish it quicker, but you know, we have issues like like supply chain issues. Can we get enough product in to get that? We have workforce issues, but then we have weather issues. We have all of this coming together that compounds the problem, and it's tough. You know, there's projects like at 360 and I-30 that's been going on for 10 years now, and we're finally getting to the end of that. But
finally. So about you talking about the money and covers the area, I always follow you on the social media, and I saw you work hard to get donation for the people who has heart attack and cancer. So with this economy for the whole United States, how we can the people donate, and it's going to be enough coverage all the people who have they diagnosis with the heart attack and cancer?
Well, you have to find those organizations that you're comfortable with. You know, I believe that how we care for those who are unable to care for themselves speaks to the heart of our community. So, you know, we encourage people to reach out and help one another, but there's all kinds of wonderful organizations out there that help people with health issues, that help children and families and single moms struggling to make ends meet, help them with food deprivation issues, and how many children go to school every morning without having breakfast. I mean, it all is compounded. So we have a plethora of charitable organizations, from medical care facilities to homelessness facilities and everything in between, that people need to reach out and figure out which ones they're comfortable with and deal with them.
Awesome job. God bless you for this step, because this is, I think so, the important things, children and sickness. So another things I saw you like most of every day you're visiting the schools, the different elementary and high school and college. So what the important things we can control about, because you know there is different way that how we raise our children. So how we can control about the bullying each other. So this is today I'm talking with my kids about bullying. I say, mommy, if you pass the high school and middle school, you're going to be safe. So don't worry about bullying or about some people they just make fun on you. Just have confidence, and I'm going to talk about this with the mayor, and we'll see how we can make a plan.
Yeah. You know, for me, my kids are grown, and now I'm dealing with my grandchildren who are in school. And the message I try to talk to children about is our differences are great. All we have to do is respect and love one another in spite of our differences. We can look different, we can believe different, we can worship different, we can do everything differently, we can love differently, but do it all with respect and love. And if you handle the differences with respect and love, it will all work out. Even for those who bully, respect them.
Because there is issue with them, there is.
And it's hard for them to be a bully when you're showing respect and love back. And it's, for me, that's an important lesson for children. When I was a young child, I was the skinny little loudmouth kid that I was bullied, but I didn't know how to deal with it then. Now I do. Now I'm okay with that.
With this whole experience.
With all of it, I'm an old man now. You know?
No, you're not old, Jimmy. You are fine. So another things if you want right now to give a speech, it's like little speech for all Arlington city. What you have to say? Look to the camera and tell your people?
Oh, it's simple. It's best to learn that we're better together. In spite of how we look, how we believe, how we worship, how we do anything, when we do things together, we do it better.
Okay.
And continue to respect and love each other in spite of our differences, and we can accomplish anything.
Yes.
And we can do it better together.
Thank you. Another thing, we back to Arabic community because I belong to the Arabic community.
Understood.
We have like news in Arabic, we have news in English and Spanish. So we have big activities, and we have mosques, schools, many things. Sometimes we do bazaars or festival. So we wish to have like Arabic news in City Hall.
So this last year, we did our first ever American Muslim Cultural Festival here in the Levitt, downtown Arlington.
Yeah, you told me before, yeah.
And we had over 6,000 people show up.
Yeah.
About 75% were Muslim.
Yes.
About 25% were non-Muslim. Enjoying the beautiful culture of the Muslim and Arabic community. It was never done before in Arlington, and I'm very, very proud of our Muslim community for putting it on. It was done by our Muslim Advisory Council. We did a proclamation celebrating the Muslim Cultural Festival in the Muslim community. They had prayer in the middle of downtown Arlington. And it's never been done for the Muslim community before.
I see. Yeah.
For me, it's very, very important to be inclusive of everybody, especially I grew up in a place, Dearborn, Michigan, which is the largest Muslim population in the United States.
And the Michigan, they have the second language in Arabic.
I know.
All the applications. So that's.
I know. So it has a tremendous Middle Eastern population there, and that's where I grew up. So it's very important to me. So we are going to have another American Muslim Cultural Festival here in Arlington.
About the news.
This coming spring. They haven't set the date yet. I don't think they have. But I will do another proclamation then. But
Mr. Jim, I told you about a specific question. There is any plan to have any Arabic news in City Hall?
Arabic news in City Hall? We're working on it. We're working on it. We're trying to get it. We still have other languages. Arabic and Vietnamese are the languages we're trying to work in because we have a huge amount of citizens where their first language is that. Predominantly English and
there is, as you know, there is many community and there is many people as immigrant. They have struggled with the language. So why we have just the only language in English and Spanish? My suggestion, if there is any front of the counter, all the application for the language for the people who belong to our city. And there is, we can put interpreter or translator for each desk for the people. At least we can make the time less when the people, they apply for them language.
It's a great question.
Okay, thank you.
And in the city, the two most common languages are English and Spanish.
Yes.
So those were the first languages addressed. However, we have now broadened that and are continuing our efforts of broadening that. So for instance, in all of the city services, you can request translation in any language that's out there.
That's right.
And we've recently converted our rideshare program to also include Vietnamese, and hopefully, if we get everything working right with them as well, Arabic as well, because that's another very popular language here.
Yes, because we have big community, Arabic community.
Very much so. I was just at a mosque this past Sunday, dealing with Arabic women doctors in a health fair that they were doing at a mosque in South Arlington, and some of the wonderful things that they were doing.
Thank you so much. So the other question, the city of Arlington desires, how have you engaged with the different communities during your campaigns?
Well, I am a white guy.
But you're a great guy.
I'm a white guy. All my perspective comes from being a 63-year-old white Christian man.
No.
I don't know what it's like to be black or Latino or Asian or Muslim or Jewish or a woman. I have no idea. So we created advisory councils. And I brought people from those communities together where we meet every month and we talk about the needs of those communities, whether it's a Muslim community, a Latino community, an Asian community, and we work together to try to make that part of our community better. When we do that, if I make the Asian community better, then I'm making all of Arlington better.
Exactly, yes.
If I make the Muslim community better, I'm making all of Arlington better.
Since I am a member of the Arab American Heritage, we request to get the proclamation to have the month for Arab American Heritage.
Now, I'm happy to do American Muslim Heritage proclamation. We did one this year already.
Yes.
So it would just be dependent upon making sure they coincide with one another.
Thank you for give me the sign for the Eid al-Iftar, the holiday, official holiday. Last thing, what most of the Arabic community, they love you, they believing on you, and there is huge Arabic community, they support you. So what you say to my Arabic community?
I love you. You're my brothers and sisters, and I am honored to serve as your mayor. I'm honored that you have chosen Arlington to be a part of this community. I value the Arabic community and your contributions to the city of Arlington. I appreciate you, but most importantly, I love you.
We love you too, Mr. Mayor. Jim Ross, the mayor of Arlington, thank you for answering my question.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.